do here is go back.
Welcome back to another RCTV episode. I'm Destiny Longoria.
And I'm Kassidy Snyder. On today's episode, we'll be looking at appreciation for our school nurses,
Relationship questions at RCHS,
highlights on our Superintendents Visit,
soccer hype video promo,
and our documentary on the growth at RCHS. This is all right here,
right now,
on RCTV. We have such amazing school nurses at RCHS. We got the chance to shine the light on them and do all the hard work they do.
Hi, I'm James with RCTV, and today we're out to the nurse's office. We're going to be asking them a few questions and then bringing them outside to get a few gifts to help them de-stress. Nurse Rebecca Kelly explains briefly the impact that COVID has had on their job and what has changed.
We have our daily job duties being here in the clinic, taking care of kids, and COVID has definitely increased our job duties. We basically have a whole entire another job that we have to kind of work. So it's just the stresses of having phone calls and emails and things like that. It's a completely different job, and it's a second job for us here in the clinic.
After a little bit of persuasion, we got the busy nurses to step away from their office and come and collect their surprise.
Thank y'all for everything y'all do.
This has been James with RCTV.
Really hope they enjoyed their gifts. Next, we have James and Edwin with the Man on the Street.
Hello, this is Edwin with RCTV. It's almost Valentine's Day, so we're hitting the halls with some relationship questions. Do you have a relationship cringe story?
No, but like being in a relationship in general is kind of like cringy.
Kissing in the hallways. Yeah, pretty much.
What is the best Valentine's gift?
It has to be like something very sentimental, as something like a bracelet or even a necklace kind of thing. Something that they can wear, something that's more sentimental.
That's interesting.
Chocolate or jewelry or just something that shows who they are, kind of.
A Lamborghini.
What is the best pickup line?
Like a cringy one.
What's up, mama? What's your number?
All right.
I wish I were cross-eyed so I can see you twice.
One pickup line I actually used, the setting was actually pretty weird. It was right after a funeral, but I used it anyways. We went to go eat somewhere, and then the person that was working there, I had asked them, like, because they told me they had a boyfriend already, right? And I was like, it doesn't matter, in soccer, there's always keepers, but people still score.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Okay. What is the preferred love language of yours?
English?
My preferred love language is always, just quality time. Like, you can't have a relationship if you don't have quality time. Like, if you don't spend time with that person, then you really don't know what's gonna be like, even if you, develop the relationship further.
Yeah.
What, like touch?
Before we leave, here's one last pickup line. I'm not the photographer, but I can picture us together. This has been Edwin for RCTV.
Man, was that interesting. Did you know that we had over 200 superintendents here checking out what our high school has to offer? Here's Ava with the story.
Last month, superintendents from across the state visited our campus and got to experience all we have to offer. After a spirited bulldog greeting by Cheer, Drumline, Golden Debs, and Stuco, superintendents became students again to learn about our programs. Crobe Squad member Gabby Robles was scared at first when speaking with superintendents.
I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking having to talk to them because I know that they're important superintendents, but it's been a lot of fun and I enjoy being able to teach them and talk to them.
Even speech and debate member Cameron Bentler experienced nerves.
Well, it's been a little bit nerve-wracking, but I've been in speech and debate for 2 years now, and I already noticed so many skills that I've developed and how my speaking skill has gone through the roof. And so it's been kind of easy talking to these people, even though they're older than me and they know more than me.
It didn't take long, however, for everyone to get comfortable as they shared their passion for their program. Michael Hernandez, a speech and debate member, spoke highly about the experience.
It's really great to kind of like get our word out there about our own events and like talk to people who are in a higher up position, because it's like fun to like kind of tell them why this is so special to us and like how fun it is for us.
Other students like Cameron agreed it was fun to teach school leaders, and she explains what it was like to share with the superintendents.
It's been really cool because to see people, these people that have kids that have been in speech and debate and are inspired by it. So that's cool.
It was evident by the looks on everyone's faces that the day was a success. When the day was over, the superintendents drove away, taking a little bit of Royse City High School with them.
Don't forget about sports. Here's a short glimpse of the girls' soccer hype video.
Next, we have one of our STN competition practice videos.
City High School is building an extended wing to the high school to fill its ever-growing needs. But first, let's go back to the beginning of the story, where Owita Bailey was one of the high schools, and even before that, Ruth Cherry. Royse City High School is always expanding and always growing. Let's talk to Bobby Summers about how this happened.
Of course, 5A schools are around 2,200 kids in each school, and we're looking at maybe close to 4,000 kids or 4,000 or 5,000 kids in high school by 2030. And you're at 2,200, 2,300 right now.
This here used to be the high school of Royse City up until 2006, when the current high school was built. Now it serves as the middle school for most of Royse City's teenagers. Let's talk to Bobby Summers about how this happened.
The superintendent at that time, we were looking for places to build. And I was with him, and I told him to drive out by this area. And so I told the superintendent, I said, if I were to build a high school now, and I know that we're looking for a place, this is where I would build it, because it's got access to the highway. It would be good for the football stadium to be somewhere out here, because people coming in off the highway, then they could come in here this way, and easy access, and easy egress, and so they could get in and out easy. Settled in on that, and then they just kind of took my advice that this would be a good place to build it.
Whenever the high school was first built, we had more than enough room for all the students that we had. But now that the student body has grown to 2,200 students, that's not enough room anymore. We are using every available space that we can now, including the portables built 2 years ago to help with the inflation of students. Now, we are building a CTE wing to help with that growth as well, and that will be done in the year of 2023.
The rate of growth that we're at right now is about 11%, and that is huge. And we're adding around anywhere between 10 to 20 students per week into the schools. And that doesn't sound like much right now, but that's quite a few kids that we're putting in here. So whenever we do open the new high school, we think that it'll probably open up as two probably Class 5A schools whenever we do, because it's growing that fast.
The exact timing of the new high school is uncertain, but one thing that always remains is Royse City continues to grow our Bulldog pride. This has been Olivia Lucas for RCTV.
I wish our groups competing in the competition good luck.
Thanks for watching this January episode. For more, go to youtube.com/RCTV.
This has been Destiny Longoria
and Kassidy Snyder, signing out.